What is up, gamers? It is Injustice Gameplay with a new What If battle, and today it is Green Lantern versus Flash. This one was recommended by somebody, I don't remember his name, but his name will show up on the screen in just a second. Alright, yeah, thanks for the recommendation. I actually really liked this. This is one of those, what do you call it, a strength versus power one. I'm sorry, not strength versus power, strength versus, speed. Um, yeah, obviously the strength is Green Lantern and the speed is Flash. Knowing all the moves. So let's first off just talk about the Green Lantern. Yeah, obviously he can summon pretty much anything he wants out of his ring. He could summon swords, he could summon brick walls, as you can see some of the stuff on the gameplay here. He could summon a lot of stuff. And what's his name? The Flash. He has speed, super speed. Oh yeah, and for Green Lantern he could also fly. I forgot to say that. Yeah. So obviously the Flash has super speed. He has he has like martial arts type stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much a good advantage for him is the speed. Obviously, that could be his ways of actually winning and stuff like that. Yeah, just now, or pretty much, I'm just going to be going over ways that each character could win. Yeah, so first of all, let's start out with a certain way that obviously the Green Lantern can win. Obviously Green Lantern is he can summon anything out of his ring. So while the Flash is just running around, which the Flash doesn't always do that, but yeah, pretty much while the Flash is running around, the Green Lantern can summon a brick wall, and as he's running, he can run into that brick wall. It's pretty much a simple way he could win. It is just doing that, and then once he's on the ground, he can shoot him or do anything. I don't care what he does. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways he can actually finish that. But yeah, that's probably a pretty good way. But obviously, the Flash has speed, and I don't know, I'm not so sure much about Green Lantern. I've pretty much the only comics I've read were like Batman and Superman or Martian Manhunter type ones. But yeah, well, I've read a lot, but not ones that were Green Lantern or Flash specifically, so yeah, my knowledge isn't the greatest, just so you know. But anyway, obviously the Flash is fast, so that means, obviously he can just defeat Green Lantern quickly, he can punch him from the front, and then when Green Lantern tries to counter, he can punch him from the back. And I believe on this game, they did something, I don't know if you can in real life, but all I know is on Injustice, they made it so the Flash can actually slow time, and I believe he can even go back in time. Knowing obviously what the game is like, so I believe, yeah, he can actually go back in time and stuff like that. So knowing that, oh yeah, and he can also freeze the character, it looks like, from his time or something. But knowing that, Flash can also slow down the battle. So obviously, if he slows down the battle, then the Flash is fast. So fast versus slow, obviously the Flash would win. By slowing down everything, because obviously the Green Lantern can't really counter anything if the Flash freezes the time, Yeah, that's a good way, obviously, he can win. And his super, I don't know, the CPU was playing, so I don't know if, I don't know if Flash will use a super yet, but when he does do a super, he can actually, what do you call it? When he punches the character, he speeds over him, then he'll punch Green Lantern, and he'll kind of freeze in one spot as he runs around the Earth, and yeah, so he can freeze. So pretty much what I'm saying is, the Flash can freeze Green Lantern in one spot and just beat the crap out of him while he's like that, or he can run around the globe and punch him. Or he can go, in the future time and get a weapon there that can kill Green Lantern, for instance, I don't know, because Metropolis kind of looks like a future, but if if the Flash would actually freeze Green Lantern like that, he can go back into the future and take whatever, like guns or anything that's in the future, that's all futuristic, and obviously use it against Green Lantern to beat him and stuff like that. But obviously, and also, yeah, so that's a good thing he can do. Yeah, here's a super. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah, see, it'll freeze him just like that. He, like, it's not necessarily freezing, but he slows it. Yeah, and then he runs around the globe, and then he'll punch him, and then he'll punch him again. Yeah, so that's what I meant by freezing, as in punch. So yeah, there's that. So I have no much of script, but there's also a way, or Green Lantern can obviously get the Flash if he, I've seen it a lot in one of the comics I'm reading is called, Online Legends, DC Universe Online Legends, which is based off the online game, which is a pretty cool game. Anyway, he does something where he can freeze his enemies, or I mean not freeze, he can put his enemies into some sort of cage, which I saw it was like a, you know, obviously like an animal cage, you know. So obviously he can lock Flash into a cage and, you know, shoot him, he can stab him, he can do whatever he can with his, whatever he can come up with his ring. Yeah, and what's also pretty cool with Green Lantern is he could fly too, and so while he's flying, I don't know, like I don't really know necessarily if the Flash has, what do you call it, if he has flight, I mean not flight, but I don't know if the Flash can like jump in the air really high or if he can do any of that, but I think that actually be another advantage for the Green Lantern if he flew in the air. And, you know, the Flash really couldn't do anything because if Green Lantern's flying in the air while Green Lantern's kind of on the ground, he could shoot him with his machine guns. He can do anything that obviously can come up in, he can come up within his mind, you know. So if you guys are wondering who I think wins, I've pretty much talked about like I've talked about a lot of ways. Yeah, there he goes. See, he's slowing time, so my punches are slower, but obviously he didn't try to do anything. But anyway, so let's see, where was I at? Yeah, I was at so yeah, I talked about a lot of ways that Green Lantern could win. I was talking about a lot of ways that the Flash could win. So who do you guys think wins? Let's see. So yeah, in the comments say who you guys think would win, and say the next arena or battle, what if battle you want me to do next week. And obviously I put the map in Metropolis, but that doesn't really matter at all. Which is obviously a future city, so yeah. Anyway, so who do I think wins out of this whole match and stuff like that? To be honest, guys, I actually think that Green Lantern would win due to just all the stuff he can summon and stuff like that, because the Flash, he's just fast. I mean, that's pretty much it, but he does do a lot more stuff. As I can see in this game, he can do a lot more stuff than just being fast, so I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm just going to stick with saying Green Lantern wins, which I think is a fair winner there. So, yeah, guys, let me know who wins. In the next video, I'll announce who the winner for the for this one was. And by the way, last battle was Harley Quinn versus Aquaman, and the fans' pick was 100%. It was what's his name? It was Aquaman. So, yeah, it was just as I had thought. So, yeah, guys, let me know who wins this one. And obviously, if you guys choose the next arena, I'll have your name up there. It'll give you some sort of like shout out depending on if you do videos or not. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the What If battle. This one was actually longer than a lot of my other What If battles, but yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. I will see you guys later on, and don't forget to leave comments. See you guys.